Hey guys, Ron here with Gung Ho Golf. I have the pleasure today to be sitting down with Henri Johnson, the founder and CEO of Flightscope, and we're going to talk about the Mevo Plus. There's been a whole lot of buzz about this little unit that just came out, and we're going to get the inside scoop from the guy that started it all. So welcome, Henri.
Thank you, Ron.
So let's see this little guy. It's a little bit bigger than the baby Mevo, huh?
Yes, so the idea with the initial Mevo 1 was to get into a space for the consumers that give you just enough data, but not too much. And that you have something to work with, but that's not confusing. A workflow that's easy, and we wanted to make it as small as possible, and that took a lot of effort. So it might be too small, some say, but it's actually a pretty powerful device, even though it's small, so it's not a gimmick.
Yep.
And then we decided, okay, so what's the next level? And that is what we have here, the Mevo Plus.
And how long have you been working on that?
Well, yeah, it's been, I think, with the last 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So the beauty about the Mevo Plus is that it comes literally under $2,000, and what you get is a lifetime membership at 5 virtual golf courses, 17 practice tees, and 1 pretty nice game.
Yeah.
You also get a Flightscope Golf app. You can do automated video clipping. You can also set bounds on any parameter like minimum, maximum, and you can get a green, red indication as soon as you hit a shot. The other thing which is pretty cool about the Mevo Plus is it's got a bore side camera in there.
Yep.
And so you can point it in the direction that you want to hit.
And your only other device that has that is the X3, correct?
That's
your
correct.
flagship model.
Exactly.
So that's pretty cool that it got a feature from your flagship.
So also in the simulation, you can putt.
Right, which is so important for sim guys.
Pretty nice, and it chips well. Everything is great. We had Sir Nick Faldo on it Tuesday at the demo day, and he basically put his arm around my shoulder, which is not very difficult. He's like 6'6". I'm 6 foot, so he told me, look, this is the best I've been on. This is the most realistic I've ever been on, and congratulated us on this. And I don't think compliments come easy from Sir Nick Faldo in any event, which I really appreciated. But at the end of the day, the unit is extremely fast. You hit the shot, and I've just seen that the data comes up immediately.
It looks like it's sub half a second on E6 Connect, and even faster on the Flightscope app.
And so if you compare that to anything else out there, even the most expensive systems, I think we beat them hands down with that. So the user experience, I would say, is great.
Yep.
It's very accurate, and there's nothing that's going to blow. It doesn't have an infrared flasher or anything like that. This device will last as long as you last, I guess.
Right,
so,
right. And how much distance does it need from the ball to the screen indoors and the ball to the unit?
Yeah. So indoors, we do need a metallic dot to put on the ball to get an accurate spin measurement. Now the good news is we measure the spin all the time until we hit either the net or the impact screen. Outside you don't need it, because there we actually track the ball, and we use the modulation coming. It's a phase modulation actually coming from the seam of the ball.
I've read your patents.
And it's pretty neat. And so there we get the spin accurately measured as well. So it's not a spot check from the side.
Yep.
That we measure as far as the ball goes.
And outdoors, it won't have any problem like SkyTrak does with bright sunlight that shines in the camera lenses.
If you can play in the dark.
Yeah.
And straight into the sun.
How far does it follow the ball in flight outdoors?
Proprietary information. I don't want to teach our competitors anything about that. But what I can say to you is that you will be surprised to see how accurate it is outdoors, and how realistic it is indoors. Because people always say, so how accurate is it indoors? And I'm like, I'm not sure how to answer that question, because when I work with Bryson DeChambeau, we specifically worked on what we call the environmental optimizer, where we take air density, wind speed, and wind direction into account. If you look at those anywhere in the world, distances change all the time.
Yeah.
So even lateral changes depending on the spin axis, spin on the ball speed, and the air density, and the relative speed in the medium, which is a combination or a combo between your ball speed, wind speed, wind direction. And so that's very, very complex. We figured it out because we have our own ball cannon. We fire thousands of shots. We came from 1989 in ballistics, where we develop systems to measure projectile from guns. That our company was called EDH. That still exists. Still sell to 35 countries in the world. We've tracked projectiles up to 25 kilometers. So we know all about ballistics that we need to know for sport. And so we believe that the Mevo Plus provides a very neat portable solution that you can put in your golf bag. It doesn't break the bank.
Yep.
But you get great accuracy, great response, and personally I think it's going to improve golf. For me, this is what I use when I go to the driving range, because I can actually now not just bang balls, actually I play golf.
Sure.
I can play golf on my iPhone, iPad, but it helps me to focus and try to make every shot count.
Can you talk about the testing that you did in development, like putting this up against, say, the quad or photometric devices or your flagship X3, and how much of that did you do, and how confident are you in the actual ball flight results?
Yes. So we've verified the Flightscope Mevo Plus, against, of course, everything that we have, and we've also done it with other products out there like the Quad, TrackMan 4, and stuff like that. And I think if people doubt, just do it yourself, and you're going to be surprised to see what the Mevo Plus can do. I had a text last night from a golf teacher that did that comparison yesterday, and he said to me, I can't see the difference. So just saved myself $22,000 or whatever he said. The fact of the matter is that the Mevo Plus we verify in many ways. So number one, we own 5 Phantom cameras from Vision Research.
Those are the 10,000 frame per second crazy cameras.
And we use it in stereoscopic format. It takes about 10 minutes using MATLAB code to extract one parameter. And with the radar it's instantaneous. And the interesting thing is that the more you dig into the vision, at that kind of speeds and the image processing, and you spend time on it, the closer you get to the results the radar already produces. Of course, can there be an outlier? Yes, it's software driven. We have got 22 people in Orlando permanently employed. We have 22 people in our Polish office developing our apps and our websites. We have 176 people permanently employed in our tournaments division in Poland, where we do more than 240 tennis tournaments, including Wimbledon, Canadian Open, Indian Wells, and so on. We had our electronic line call system qualified last year, going again against Hawkeye this year. The ITF said they've never seen accuracy like this. Over 9 months, we didn't have a single outlier in testing. It's all within 3 millimeters of the verification, which I also do with the Phantom cameras. Tedious tests, but we also developed for YMG Arena for the European Tour. We developed, shall we say, a ShotLink, a more modern version of ShotLink, where we developed the radio systems, 4-layer deep, delivering everything within 2 seconds to YMG Arena in London. We tracked the golf balls on the greens with Flightscope Green Cam up to 40 millimeters, geolocation from every hole. Everything is tracked, tagged, scored. We have 85 people on the ground there, access to a lot of data. We have huge opportunities to test our equipment, validate it, and so on.
And that's very important to you as an engineer, it should be said. Yep.
So, our slogan, performance data you can trust.
Yep.
We want to stand by that always, and integrity is really important to us. Does it mean that there will never be an outlier? No, there will be. Unfortunately, as I say, people, software, things go wrong here and there, but when we know about it, we do something about it. So we don't profess to be perfect, but we strive to be as close as we can.
Regarding the metallic sticker indoors, I know it's important to put it on the target line plane.
Yes.
What sort of tolerances are there? Like, say you had it turned half a centimeter off the plane. Is it going to affect the shot much?
No, it's not going to affect it, but there's going to be a time when you don't see it anymore. And the interesting thing about the metallic dot, people think you see it on the side of the radar. It's not the case. We see it on the other side of the ball because the ball acts like a dielectric lens.
Interesting.
Like if you had a marble, a clear marble, and you looked at something through light, it gives you magnification. So the dielectric constant of the ball plastics, that's pretty much a similar dielectric constant that we have on the plastic in front of the radar. So we see actually through the ball with some attenuation, but the speed of the electromagnetic waves change as they go through the ball, and we get a magnification effect from the dot as it's turning, not only on one place, as it's turning progressively. So we get a phase modulation. It's not, you get other components called FM and AM and so on, but actually in true nature it's a phase modulation.
Can you explain how it picks up the horizontal launch angle?
Oh, because we have a variety of receivers, and we basically it's a phased array tracking radar. So through phase analysis we see all the angles.
Say a comparison of the different transducers picks up
receivers.
If it goes to the right,
sure,
it'll be a different timing than if it goes to the left.
More or less, yes.
To simplify it.
And we've done this in the defense. So this is stuff that's proven, and this is how we track missiles, and we're able, not we, but some people are able, unfortunately, to shoot on planes.
Sure.
So tracking systems in the defense, that kind of technology now is available in a more friendly way for the consumer and for the professional.
Now, specifically on club data that the Mevo Plus tracks, you've got it listed tracking club head speed, of course. Interestingly, you have angle of attack and spin loft exposed. Dynamic loft isn't exposed, but as I understand it, that would be simple arithmetic between spin loft and angle of attack. So is there a reason dynamic loft isn't exposed in this product, and why spin loft was chosen over dynamic loft?
Yes. We targeted the audience, and in our estimation, our biggest audience will be a home user or an avid golfer like myself that want to improve his or her game. And for that, of course, we want the most accurate information we can get, which we do. But when it comes to fitting, that would be the other market. And we have, in our experience and working with some club companies, we've identified in the past those parameters that we are already delivering to be the most important when it comes to fitting. I'm sure you can do other things as well, but then there's also always the danger of information overload. And I know that there's a small percentage of people that want to see everything, but to be quite honest, we've certified more than 1,000 PGA professionals in this country, Flightscope certified through academies and so on, and I have seen how few people really are able to digest every single parameter and make use of it. So I don't subscribe to the buffet model. I think we should be more specific, and so what we are serving up at the moment, in our estimation and research, we believe that is apt and more prudent for the market that we serve.
Good, good. Anything else you'd like to add, Henry? This has been a great use of my time, and I'm sure all of our viewers' time. Thank you so much for your time.
Well, thank you all. What I can say is that our team's done a great job, and what gives me the most pleasure, apart from improving an athlete, is the team spirit in our company is amazing.
It really is.
So you can sense it when you walk through here. People are positive. We don't talk bad about other competitors. We love competition. It's like playing golf. It's sad to play golf alone, but it's also sad to play with people that swear at you. So there's a balance. So I like professional competition, and I don't mind competitors at all. In fact, it's healthy. So the atmosphere in our company is great, and we are just looking forward to a great year. I mean, we've basically on the floor this year we've sold more than double that we sold last year. So, and last year in 2019 we doubled our sales in every division in our company.
Wow.
So the company is great, love it, enjoy it.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.